Hi guys, this is Professor Dorian again. I just thought I'd get you a quick introduction to each module. There's a lot of stuff to go through, so I figured a little bit of guidance would help. So I'll try to get through this real fast here, guys. This week in Module 1, we are throwing at you introduction to anthropology, how to think like an anthropologist, / introduction to the course, culture areas, and it's stuff like that. So first and foremost, get through those anthropological PowerPoints. I put them together for you because it's kind of like a, not to bog you down. Remember, we're not being tested in this class in the traditional way. I do need you to read it so that you can get familiar with it, but don't read it and like be frantically taking notes and freaking out about everything. It's not here to make you freak out, it's here to help you. So in the first PowerPoint, the anthropological terminology is going to help you because you're going to encounter this terminology in the textbook throughout the course. You're also going to encounter conceptually some of these things throughout the course, especially in particular weeks. So really an understanding of the way people have organized themselves politically, economically, socially, family-wise. It's going to help you map out what you're learning and kind of get you a big picture sort of view, which will be important. It's good to be able to move back and forth between big picture and details. As well, the second PowerPoint is going to be about sort of where anthropological thought has been, where have we been, where are we going, that type of thing. We're going to be using an anthropological perspective in this course, as you might imagine, since it's Anthropology 235. And so understanding the trajectory of anthropology as a discipline is going to be very helpful to you. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this because we have other stuff to do, but try to get through that stuff as easily as you can. Don't get bogged down, but use it as a resource for yourself. As well, in this class we're using a culture area approach. You're going to read more about this in your textbook. Essentially, we're dividing up North America into these things called culture areas that the Smithsonian first did in the Handbook of North American Indians, which is what your textbook follows. There are good things and bad things about this, and I'm going to leave that there and let you read about it and figure that out for yourself. As well, we are using something called the ethnographic present to sort of, on this textbook side, to sort of understand cultures. Think of the ethnographic present as a description of a culture as it was prior to contact, which we will also be talking about a lot. Think of it as a slice in time from which we get all our information about a particular people from. All our understanding. Can you think of any reasons why this might be problematic? You should think about that. Beyond that, guys, the part of class that's most important here is going to be sort of this second aspect. I don't want to say that the textbook's not important, but if you had to choose what you spent most time on, definitely the articles are more important. They're more important because they're not ethnographic present. They are, I think 95% of our material is written by Native people, Native Americans, First Nations people of Canada, etc. And this is going to form our basis for understanding in the contemporary world what it means to be indigenous here. And part of this class is indeed about to get a better picture of reality as it stands today and history as it stood yesterday from an indigenous perspective. And I think that we have to rewrite history a little bit in this class. So if I had to say which part was more important for you to focus on, you're going to do one quiz per week. It's going to be open all week. You're going to get the points if you do the work. But really the real nitty-gritty stuff is these articles and grappling with that stuff. So if I had to say spend 70% of your time doing that and 30% textbook, I think we'd be good. As well, each week there's going to be I'm going to throw a bunch of material at you. I try to contextualize what we were talking about variously through videos, and I think the videos are a good way for you to, you're going to be doing a lot of reading, and the videos will help you see what these concepts or these themes look like, and what how indigenous people feel about them today. So that is what you have to do. Your first article stuff is going to be the Dunbar Ortiz stuff, and I think it's a really good introduction to the class. It's a nice big overview. We're going to be talking about the first migrations of people into the continent. We're going to move right into this culture area thing and ethnographic present thing. So this week we're getting the reins on the horse. Next week we ride the horse, I guess. That's kind of a weird thing to say, but I hope you enjoy the material. We'll see you next week.